also a very cynical video. Is that your style of humor?
Ask them.
Is it? Yeah, thought so. So why did you choose this video?
I chose this video because it it shows this founder syndrome kind of thing, and there's a couple of lessons in there that I've learned not to do. But mostly was for me, it kind of struck a chord with what we've seen the past 6 months, I guess. Looking at the guy work harder, work even harder, that kind of thing. Was about culture for me. Because we went from a very small group of people to a fairly larger group of people that took some adjusting for me personally. I had like bitch of a time, most of the time, to manage everything, to get it fall into place, to get everyone to communicate, to get to basically come to grips with what the company is now and what it was 6 months ago. And I think that's kind of what you see this guy going through. He doesn't manage it that well, and yeah, that's actually the reason I wanted to share that.
Because it's something like it's like a startup trap. Like once it gets bigger, like are you also the manager? How's that for you? Or
I'm the worst manager alive, literally. I'm not just saying that, I am. I actually, the part where he has the sign, "Don't talk to me" or something like that, I did that. I literally did that because I had so much stuff to do. A little sign I made, "Please leave me alone, let me work." And that's fucking ridiculous. That's the worst thing you can do, and that's why it just hit home for me, because there's actually stuff in there that I did. So it was a big mirror.
I see Mark de Vries laughing. Do you have any experience with this?
Yeah, I should say long time ago. So as you said, I think it was 17 years ago that I was working in a company also with 2 people, and then we grew that company to 10, 15 people. I did not do stupid things like you, but I probably felt the same. And I think it's normal. If you don't know what's ahead of you, you just tend to react what's normal to you, and you should make mistakes, as long as you are living your mistakes and looking back at them and then correct your behavior. But I think what really strikes me, only being a company with 1 year of experience, is the enormous amount of thought that you already put into this. And you're discussing, like, you completely redesigned the companies after being there for 6 months. I think that's that's something to be proud of, instead of saying, "Well, I'm the worst manager." You probably are better than you think you are.
Yeah.
Up for discussion.
You should ask your people.
And well, you were an investor before you became an entrepreneur. Was this type of characteristics of these founders, was that something you also saw as an investor in other companies?
I think investor is a big word, but thank you for that. There was one company that we worked with. They were about the size we are now, and they had literally 2 founders, and the rest were the minions. Like, no one's allowed to talk, no one did speak unless spoken to. It was fucking ridiculous. And the guys had like big cars, and the rest earned nothing. It was very, very peculiar. Yeah, so I have seen something like that.
Typical founder style.
Yeah,
I won't make it too hard for you and ask too many questions about that.
Oh no, please, I'm completely open.
Any questions from the audience? Here.
Yeah. How are you currently funding your growth to like the UK and Germany?
We're privately funded by a couple of investors. I think you actually know one of them. 2 of them.
Is it equity then, or?
Both equity and debt.
And at what point were you founded? Were you founded before you actually started, or?
Yeah, we're founded pre-launch.
So you tell us a bit about how that went. So you had a great idea and a PowerPoint, and you and your friends just...
Well, I had my eureka moment when I was in New York with my girlfriend, and bought a pair of glasses. Was very expensive, and that made me think. And I knew a couple of my current investors from my other role, and I started talking to them pretty early in the process. So involved them in, like, what do you think? What do you think about this plan? What do you like? What don't you like? And that became kind of an organic conversation. So once we started really raising, they were aware of what we were doing. So it was pretty simple. Actually, once we really started race, because they've seen everything already.
And when did you do the second round?
We closed it last Friday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
A question about the name. Maybe it sounds a bit silly, but at the moment when you were thinking about the name of the company, were you thinking as a global brand, or how did you actually come up with the name? Who thought of it?
Well, the idea was to come up with a name that was easy to pronounce in different languages, because I had the ambition to do at least different countries in Europe. And we had all of these like difficult names and thought up names. And then I was looking at the glass and I was like, it's acetate, acetate. Was that easy? So that's the company name.
Because acetate, maybe some people
all of the
won't know what it
glasses,
is.
yeah, all of them now, are made from material that's called acetate.
And it's better
Yes.
material, right?
It's plastic. It's very nice plastic though.
All right. Great. Let's go on to the next video.